Arlsberg. This is and what's up? Whoa, that's too loud out there. All right, what is up? Very bright here. Got sunbeams coming in my office with this crazy summer weather. The sunbeams. Put on my sunglasses. What's up, everybody? The blinding sunbeams. Alright, Repunj, Bansal, Schumacher, Morales. Dude, it's hot here. It's like, yeah, it's like 20 degrees Celsius. I'm sweating. It's like winter to summer in one day. Whew. Guys, we're going to try something new. The subscriber players can request an opening. We will play requests. Mrs. Arlsberg, Mrs. Morales. You just tell the chess shark what you want us to play. But you have to be a subscriber. Being a former subscriber doesn't count. You have to actually be an active subscriber. Like, I'm a real chess player. Unlike some streamers. I'll play any openings except for the London system. Right? Right. Alright. London system is banned. So, our first contestant is Repunj, but he's not a subscriber. Maybe he was a subscriber when he challenged me 3 days ago. I'm okay with any opening that is not Knight C3 or the like. Acerbate, what's up? Repunj Bansal. I'm sorry, no requests for Repunj. I'm still gonna take his challenge. We need more subscriber motivation here. He's just free riding. It's not weird opening stream. It's Friday, but I want to implement a new idea. What the bleep? Alright. You got us that sub anyway. What? What sub? Acerbate got the sub? What are you talking about? What you talking about? We'll play the Morales defense. Husky, what's up? Is it hot in Austria? Very hot here. It's like summer. Yeah, what's up, guys? Repunj has a wide up. No shit, man. It's easy to have a wide repertoire when you're using the Opening Explorer. Jeez, right? Did I do that? That's a good move. Alright, it's alright. It's a Rossalimo reversed. I am not. We like teasing you, though. And then when you get upset, we ban you. It's 18 degrees Celsius. Yeah, what is it here? It's the exact same. Exact same. 18 degrees Celsius. Exactly. It's also really annoying, these, like, sunlight beams. It's like freaking spring, man. There's chirping birds and sunbeams, like, going right in my eyes. 20 degrees in Sicily. I would think so. I'm just busting the sunglasses to look cool. Where's Sicily? Blah. I guess for Sicily, 20 degrees ain't bad. I didn't realize you were in Sicily. Sicilian pizza. Belgrade is a little warmer than Budapest. Stevie Wonder is really blind, Repunj. He probably doesn't know who Stevie Wonder is. Alright. Not your generation. Stevie Wonder's still alive, right? Alright. I knew someone who watched like a poker. They didn't know how to play poker. They watched live poker, and then the commentators were like the big blind and the small blind, which is like the big ante and the small ante that's like forced to be paid. And this noob who was watching like thought that meant like those players were blind. It's like ridiculous. All right. We are going to take opening requests from the subscribers if wanted, if you feel wanted. You're in Sicily last year. Wow. A lot of pistachios. Nice. Queen C2. That's not a usual move. That's not right. He's normally, you're normally playing that with the pawn on E3. I want you to play E4 against me. That's fine. I play E4 anyway. Steve Winwood. Alright, what else we got? I feel awake. I have brain fog. Pretty bad brain fog. Queen D1. Brain fog's a little better after a coffee. I think I need more. So now what do you do? Just trade? It's interesting, isn't it? I'm not sure this is the right move. The other possibility was C6. C6 or not C6? That is the question. Now you can try Queen C2 again. Oh man, I don't know. This is alright. This is alright. It's a Rosslimo. It's a normal Rosslimo. I'm a tempo up. It's like I'm white in a Rosslimo instead of black. Got more space with the E4 pawn. There he goes again. You just can't, you can't leave him alone for a second. He's trying to steal my central pawn. Is that good? Interesting. Space. Oh, God, man, that's like back to my college days. I already told the story like millions of times where the Red Hot Chili Peppers came to Boston University. It was like 1992, and they were relatively lesser known, unknown. I saw a picture the other day with yeah, that was one of the most famous songs. But I saw a picture the other day of, who was it? It was Iggy Pop with Flea. And Flea looks like it's unbelievable, he looks like a grandpa. That's scary. I mean, Iggy Pop is really old, but it's weird when these old rockers are like grandpas. Yeah, Iggy's amazing. Maybe I should just play Bishop B6. Almost have a tactic here. They come to Vienna in July. Yeah, it's like so many bands, like they just like ignore Eastern Europe. They won't like go past the Berlin Wall or something. Still, even today, like the Pixies were touring, and they only played like in Western Europe, basically. They're afraid of the war. Alright. No, B4, Bishop D4, Bishop B6. plan was to go here, but I'm having my doubts about it. How is he so fast? Iggy and the Peppers. It's a new band. Right. Well, I mean, Jesus, I don't know, man. Iggy's older than Asterbait. What's up? He does stay in shape, though. I don't think the guy has any body fat. It's amazing. Like 0% body fat. That's pretty crazy. Alright. Drugs. Yeah. So how's the center doing? Oh, yeah. There. Mrs. Arba. Mrs. Baga. Is this a good move? Mrs. Arkelbergel. Is this how you play? The secrets to space advantage. No, there's no never play for mate. What's up? Mrs. Harlberber? Not dangerous. See, this is the key. That's the key. You know, an anonymous player is back, but I mean, if you take his game, for example, yesterday, with the Grand Prix attack, kingside attacks are generally, built around some sort of like central advantage. You have a central space advantage, and then we can launch the kingside attack. Yeah, f4. Wait, what's en passant? Pawn takes pawn. Pawn takes pawn, pawn takes pawn. I'm going to keep the central space advantage. Gotta watch this. Morales. It's the like mirror image of Morales. This is the E4 square, but it's actually the E5. I do think that F4 was a good practical try, but maybe, you know what? I mean, is it ridiculous to suggest that maybe F3 was better? Is it possible that F3 was better? No? Yes, maybe. F3, less weakening than F4. Wow, we got 3 challenges. Alright, Schumacher, Morales. Schumacher and Morales they're eligible for a opening request. Husky eligible. Cheesemate, good to see you. I don't know if you're a subscriber. Some ordinary chess players challenged me to the wrong time control. No! I'm better looking than Feingold, right? Why would you go to that? Why would you want to look at like Feingold? Alright. Anyway. I pride myself on being better looking than Feingold. So F5. Shoot. That stops my attack. Unbelievable. I guess I have to take this pawn. He's like a genius. Look at his coordination. All of his pieces very well coordinated. He lost a mere pawn. But I think I had to do it. I don't see another continuation. Seriously, my office has this terrible sunlight. It blinds me while I'm streaming, and it goes right on the camera. We've got very, very summery weather here in Budapest. When I move to my new apartment, things should be simpler. I'm not on the roof. Started working for FBI. I always joke with people. They're like, "What are you doing in Budapest? Why?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I work for the CIA." No one ever believes me. I'm too old, not good enough shape to work for the CIA, I guess. Seeking out Russian spies. I bet there's a lot of Russian spies in Budapest. Actually, I live really, really very close to the Russian embassy. I was like, give them the finger when I walk down the street. I'm actually closer to the Chinese embassy than the Russian embassy. They're both very near. Alright. Both very handy. I'm centrally located to both Chinese and Russian embassies. If you need a spy, I'm your man. Cheese mate with the... What is that? That thing. The tentacle. Oh no. Bad Beat Slayer. What's up? No. He was a good player in Poker Stars. Cheese mate. It's King Slayer. Please play me. No, it's please play me, sir. Yeah, we rule with an iron fist. You gotta say sire, your royal highness, and then subscribe. Schumacher is next. Morales, Husky. It's weird playing with sunglasses on. I need real glasses. How does that work? That was delicious. He sacked the exchange now. Yeah, I thought that might happen last move. I'm gonna cry if there's like perpetual check or something like that. We got all the pieces in the game. We got game. Sire. Queen G4. Alright, F5 looks like a good try. It looks like a good try. Doesn't mean it is one. You got perpetual? Okay. Is it mate? Check, check. Chick. 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 Where's the mate? I could just trade queens with an easy technical win. I try to set a good example for the viewers. Oh, you don't. No, you don't do that. No obsession with direct attack here. Yeah, it's morning. I probably had the subtle move. I didn't see queen f3. Queen f3? That would require actual calculation. It's so much easier this way. No, don't resign. It's okay. Take your time. Attack my rook. Don't forget. One move threat. Here you go. You got it. Maybe one more rook attack or something like that. Excellent. Excellent. Let's just do f5. It's a good thing you're playing this out. You have excellent chances here. Excellent chances. Mission accomplished. Hello? How you doing? You gotta pass pawn now. I believe you're making me do this. I can't quite checkmate him in time. I messed it up. I didn't. I did that? I messed this up. Are you serious? What do you mean I didn't? That's really annoying. I like how he offered me a draw. It's really generous. Extremely unsportsmanlike to offer a draw there. Alright, let's go. Doesn't matter. I was just joking around. Obviously, I'm winning like 100 different ways. It's amazing that you can even like draw that position if you tried. But really, you should learn how to resign. It was a waste of time. You know, you played on for like 20 moves longer than you should, which takes up a lot of time from the stream. Polls. That's a good idea. So you didn't request specific variation. I only have a short stream today because of the time difference. On Sunday we finally get back to normal time. But I have to leave at 12:30, so I have only... What is this? It's 11:30 now? It's 12. Is that right? That's not right. I don't have to leave at 12:30. I have to leave at 1. Okay. I have to leave at 1. So, an hour. I only have an hour left, and I just spent like 5 minutes drawing a winning position against Repunj because he wouldn't resign. You get the point. Oh, you're just angry because you didn't win. There was 100 different ways to win. You know, if you're good enough to beat me, you can win that position. It's pretty easy. Learn the technique, whatever. The point is you just don't resign because you have this like bullet style obsession. Alright, so c3 or bishop c4. Bishop c4. Then c3. Masturbate would love this. Or should I castle? But wait, if I castle... Castles is playable. Castle epigus. But there's also like c3. That's a safe move, right? Nothing could possibly go wrong. You play c3. A little slow. It's okay, Repunj. You've never heard me say that before. Wow, queen b3. So if I play queen b3, black has several different defenses, actually. Bishop h5. And queen b3 doesn't feel right, you know? What about pawn takes pawn? Castles. It's the sunglasses. Dude, I just let your g-pawn walk down the board. There's nothing to talk about. I mean, it was stupid. I figured I could win no matter what I did. We don't need to have a discussion about it. It's just... it's ridiculous. Resign early and often. Mr. Coffee resigns too early. Alright, let's do it. Oh no. I don't know, it doesn't look like Repunj. It doesn't look like Schumacher is properly prepared for the fantasy variation. Mr. Coffee, what are these games you played? In Harrisburg? Wait, what is this? These games you sent me today. In your study. Never resign. I just want to help your score a little bit. Those are computer games, okay. I just didn't understand why you put Harrisburg in there. I was like, they look like computer-generated names, but then you put the location Harrisburg. I was like, oh, that's weird. And everyone was like around the same rating. I was like 1700, 1700, 1750. 1750. By the way, what was up with Harrisburg? I saw Harrisburg was in the news the other day for something. What was that? Why was something in Harrisburg in the news? Something political. That's because that's where you live. Yeah, I know that. Why was Harrisburg in the news? Do you recall? If you don't know, Harrisburg is the capital of Pennsylvania, right? State capital of Pennsylvania. I mean, I'm sure a lot of Europeans don't know that. The lady who stormed Pelosi's office. Right. Of course she's from Harrisburg. Well, she didn't really storm the office. She just, like, stole her laptop or something, right? She was with the guy who put his feet up on the desk or something. Got quality peeps in Harrisburg. Right. That's exactly what I was thinking. Good peeps. Bishop takes, check, takes. The best peeps in Harrisburg. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe she did storm into the office, but... Yeah, I didn't even know about that. She got prison time. It's prison time! Damn. I like my center here. That's a good center. That's a tasty center you've got there. Jeez. What is Schumacher doing? The sunglasses make me stronger. It's small town, you know, stuff. She probably lives in the boondocks. They make me overconfident. No, they just make me want my opponents who are totally lost to resign. Because it's boring to play it out when you're in a hopeless position and keep not resigning. It's not about being overconfident, man. It's just boring. I mean, it's a casual game. It's not like we're playing for $1 million. See? Alright. Cheesemate. Does Cheesemate have a subscription? He does now. What happened there? Dude, you're not well prepared for this variation. So it's okay. And you just... Yeah. It's funny, I mean, I took forever to play Queen B3, but it seems to be the strongest move. Yeah, it's like absolutely the only good move. Wow. Yeah, I was seriously considering castling, and a lot of players have played that. Check it out, dude. Wow. Check it out, Wendy. But I mean, maybe those games were reached by a different order of moves or something, where white was already castled. How could all those games... You know what I mean? I mean, those players... Queen B3 is just too strong, dude. Morales, I have to play E4. What do you want? Pick your opening. Shark defense. Mrs. Harlesberg. Just avoid E6. Oh, just avoid A6, so no trash. How about the Aliak game? I want to get revenge. Do your standard defense. This is my standard defense. He's like, why? Do you want to take back? You said A6. You didn't say knight F6 was bad. I don't have to play the Aliak. I can play Sicilian or E5 or Caro-Kann. Something more Does it make you nervous? Go for your variation, man. What are you doing? Oh no. I seem pretty cheered up these days. Maybe it's the spring. Maybe it's just Friday. What else? We're gonna transpose now. Yeah, I was in a pretty good mood the last couple of days. It's highly unusual. Spring, maybe. I don't really give a shit about the spring, to be honest. Knight c3. That's crap. It's gonna be queen h5 no matter what. This is the crap we faced before, right? This is the first game where you played this crap. It's like saying crap. Crap, crap, crap. I like it. This is our first game. Pawn takes e5. Pawn takes e5. What did I do? Something like bishop e6 doesn't seem right. Can't figure this out. I guess I should take on c3. Take on c3, take on e5. And then you go like queen h5, the same. Queen f3, g6, queen f3. I have no good way to protect my my f7 pawn. It's an issue. God, I don't know. c6 is a little on the slow side. You know what? I don't have to do anything. I could play like g6 here. On the plus side. I'm not on the plus side. Ben's on the plus side. Actually, I think I lost a little bit of weight. Finally, I was getting kind of fat. I've been a little bit more careful about my diet lately. With the high cholesterol, eating a lot of fish, going for the Mediterranean. I'm going more to the Mediterranean side. I should move to like Sicily with you. Fully implement my Mediterranean diet. Yeah, we're on the wrong side of 50 now. I gotta start taking care of myself. Unbelievable. That's also unbelievable. You know, it doesn't bother you when you're like 40 or 45. You're like, whatever, you know. I'll just say I'm 39. Plus size. I'm not plus size. This seems like it could transpose to the other, you know, knight c3 variation, right? Man, I had a couple games back in the day This is Arlsberg. But in those lines, like, normally white doesn't play d4. It would be like no d pawn move, and then queen f3 and bishop c4 and knight e2. Here white is combining. You're like combining the knight c3, gonna move 2 knight c3 variation, along, as well as the main line with d4. You know how Princess Chess played in a tournament at the Charlotte, which was 18 plus or whatever? They could have like weight classes. Heavyweight, lightweight, flyweight. I would be like heavyweight. Light heavyweight. Trying for the light heavyweight. I just seem to, like in wrestling, people always had to lose weight to make weight in high school. Jesus, with a knight h3. I'm scared of Morales, man. The dude is scary. Comes up with the craziest shit. Does that really work? Can you just do anything? Do anything you want. This is my e5 square. How do you feel about that? Morales. Just lost your favorite square. It's mine now. Gray hair is crown of glory. I don't mind aging. Yeah, my family, we tend not to go gray necessarily too early. That's the one good thing. It helps me to deny the reality that I'm old. So how does this work? I don't understand. I'm just taking another pawn? Pawn takes d4? I feel like I should develop something. Bishop g7, knight e6, pawn e6. You're trying to disrupt me. But if I take on d4, you take on e6, I take back, you go there. Bishop g7 seems, I don't know. My square. My e5 square. Comes the ambulances. They're here from rallies. Not too many underrated kids at my weight. It would definitely keep me clear of anybody like under weight classes. Would keep me clear of anyone under 200. 200 plus. It's like ECF ratings. That's my pawn. Used to be your pawn. It's not your pawn anymore. What's a little structural problem? Guys, unfortunately, this is a sort of alpha stream, or beta stream, I don't know what we call it. Our first request for subscribers opening stream. But because of time difference changing on Sunday, I have to leave early, so we only have till 1. We have 45 minutes left in the stream. But I have to go teach arithmetic. GM weight. I'm GM weight. Guess you get the last match. No, we have time. I mean, there's time for 3 more games. Husky is next. It won't be the last. The last of the Mohicans. Morales, thank you for the bishop. It looks like his idea might be to play e6 or something. Man, this looks terrible for white. Yeah, he totally just lost his mind. Bishop takes d5. That can't be right. I have an in-between move. Knight e5. Oh, you have check. Oh, I'm so tricky. You're so tricky. You saw that check. Yeah. Yeah, I don't buy this. This is baloney. Black's just like winning. Isn't he? 7 pawns to 6. Oh, you still have a pawn on e6. I thought it was gone. It's still on the board. Counting my pawns before they hatch. Asteroid, how are your ducks doing? You got your ducks lined up? Oh, this is better than a King's Indian. Get your ducks lined up. Shit. It's hard to win that pawn. Still, I love black here. This Aliakin is bad for white. Is Asteroid sleeping? Mortal. Mortal the turtle. You're gonna hit me with h4. You're gonna castle. Oh shit. I love this position. I love you. Position. You got your ducks lined up? They love lettuce. Interesting. Guinea pigs. My guinea pig loves lettuce. But they like other things better, like pretty much anything. Banana. Sugar cubes. Don't give sugar cubes to your pets. Okay, unless you have a horse. Queen takes e6. Pawn takes pawn. Bishop takes e5. This was my big idea. It's like deeper than Morales. Fair enough. My calculations are just too deep for Morales. Now how do I get out of the pin? No. Bishop takes h2 check. Also wins. They're both good, right? Oh, now he has bishop e3, saving himself. You're right. Bishop h2 is much stronger. Damn, that was very inaccurate of me. What would Repunj do here? He wouldn't get this position. He would only be down the exchange at this point. He doesn't lose whole pieces. So what's up, man? Yeah, nobody plays knight c3, but it's actually an interesting move. I actually have bishop f5. This is a novelty. Okay, whatever. Like on ICC, I probably have like a billion games from this position from the last decade. I played the Aliakin a lot in Blitz. I love this setup with bishop e6. Knight h3 is creative, but it's just too much. You got to give Morales credit. But here, I thought I thought you would play like queen h3 or something. I think this is where you really lost your mind. You know, like bishop takes d5. Why? What did you play? No, this is okay. But here, yeah, again, like just move the queen. You have a good game. You're fine. This is the only bad move you played in the game, like bishop takes d5. That's crazy. I fell out of my chair when you played that. Alright. Morales doesn't, I don't know. He doesn't really do it in the morning. Usually. More of a evening player. Whew, we want to, alright, Husky, we have a request. Any requests for bishop takes h2? Knight f3. If you play knight f3, okay. If you play knight f3, it's hard to get requests. Morales in the morning. It's, yeah, Spanish radio. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, your system is okay. The bishop c4 stuff, it's playable. Very common with the lower rated players. I mean, when I used to play the Alyakin a lot on ICC and Blitz, I played a lot of 2100, 2200, and stronger, but it always seemed to me like I haven't played as much Alyakin here on lichess as I've been playing on lichess for 6 years, but it always seemed to me like the lower rated players were very, very fond of doing those bishop c4. It's kind of like the Bodler against the Alyakin. You know, you got a kind of coffee house system. No, bishop h2, king f2, bishop g3 check, and 168. That's the point. I have bishop g3 check. Wait, does he have... What does he have there? He has, like, something crazy? I just assumed, like, bishop g3 check, game over. But, maybe? You didn't play on? Husky, I never played this against you, did I? Have I played this before? Is it possible? It's such a small chance, you know? It's a c3 Sicilian. Well, anyway, I think c3 is one of White's better lines. Now what do I do? What do I do? What do you do for a Klondike bar? Knight b4? Oh, snap. Snappalopagus. You do the snappalopagus. I don't regret. I just regret I did not try to build a bishop fortress in the endgame. You would have won, man. What a disappointing finish. Wait a second here. I guess this is more fundamental than anything else. The Quinteros system with 2 queen c7. I haven't played that since the... I haven't played this with black since the almost like disaster against the little kid. in the Budapest Spring Open like 5 years ago. Where I played this, I totally fooled him, and then we transposed to like theory on move 20 of the Scheveningen, and he had me like completely busted. It's a lie. This whole system is a lie for black. It's basically a giant bluff. One big giant bluff. So what do I do now? Knight a6. I want to play knight a6 for some reason. It's not fully evident. These truths are self-evident. What the hell is knight c6? That's stupid. Yeah, this is a good move. I'm all over it. What's important here? Husky's a strong player. He's up to 2566 now. Is that your peak? Are you ready to cross the 2600 threshold in rapid? He's only 2247 bullet. Doesn't play good. Good for you. Don't play bullet. Well, he's got a lot of games. We do have time for 2 more games after this. At least 1, probably 2. I don't blunder. Nice name. Positive thinking. Anonymous player. What's queen e2? What's that about? You're trying to trick me, aren't you? The revolving door. How's he a minute ahead on the clock? If there's time. We hold these truths to be self-evident. I'm not a crook. That's right. Who was president when Sladgie was born? You know, I was thinking, it's funny, not to rant about politics, but I like how this guy, I told everybody I was going to a poker game last week, and this guy asked me if I supported Trump or Biden, and then when I told him I like Biden and I hated Trump, he started to lecture me about how Trump is great. And you know, people don't realize I grew up when I was like 7 years old on the Jersey Shore. I mean, I've known Donald Trump was criminal since I was 7 years old, watching TV. He had a huge influence in Atlantic City, and it's just so funny that I was thinking about this the other day. The point is, my entire life is exactly the period of Donald Trump's criminal activity, from approximately 1972. The 50 years that I've been alive is that is exactly aligned with Donald Trump's criminal life. I'm exactly fitting into his. It's just kind of funny. 50 years of activity. It's impressive. Okay, he was just getting warmed up in 1972 when I was born. Well, it's all part of the same narrative. Yeah, I mean, obviously, Orban's supporting. If you like Trump and Putin, it's a you know, George Soros is evil, and dude, it's all part of the same propaganda. Yeah, it's a reason to start an argument, definitely. Although the guy seemed nice, you know, it is a really weird thing. It's just a weird thing to say. But this particular guy had been exposed to Transylvanian, you know, pro-right nationalist propaganda, which is very prevalent here. But it's just funny, and I'm a freaking expert, man, you know? I was watching the news about Donald Trump since I was like 9 years old. You're talking to somebody from New Jersey, you know? A lot of people don't realize that we're experts on Donald Trump. You're like from Transylvania. You're going to tell me about Donald Trump? Are you serious? You're from Transylvania and you're going to tell me about Donald Trump? I lived like next door to Atlantic City. It's just whatever, man. People are just so stupid. Alright. If it wins money for me, then it's alright. You think you have what? Casino chips from Taj Mahal. I mean, yeah. I'm going to try F5 here. Probably not a good move, but it isn't bad. Alright. It's time to not panic. I got sidetracked, as usual. I just wanted to say that my point in all this was just simply that it's funny how my life like perfectly overlaps Donald Trump's career as a criminal, you know? I'm exactly in that whole period. I'm an expert. Alright, knight takes c3. What am I doing? But it's getting boring, it really is. Alright, knight takes here. There. There. That's a nice move. Take there. Damn. I have knight c6. Does that matter? Damn. Take there. Knight, you got... Wait, take there, bishop d2. Okay. We'll do this. Shit, does this work? It better work. Phew, that was a close one. It took me forever to calculate this for some reason. We got the blockade. I've been on tilt. An orange criminal. I mean, like a year ago I put down my money for the 2024 presidential election. So I just have to wait till 2024 to collect. There's unlimited stupid people out there. I mean, mostly free money. Orange money. He's gonna play a4 and undouble if I'm not careful here. Undouble trouble. You're not gonna do it. Weird Al. I mean, my opinions are not even about... It's not even about politics, you know. The guy's just a criminal. I mean, not about Republican versus Democrat. Whatever, you know. If you're a conservative, I can accept that, but this guy is just a criminal. He's always been a criminal. People are so stupid. But it's like, especially the people not from New Jersey, New York, they don't know any better. I missed bishop h4. The farther you are from New Jersey and New York, you know, the less you know about Donald Trump. Florida is pretty far, but Transylvania. Tell me about Donald Trump. Yep, uncompromising. He is uncompromising. G6. When is shit gonna hit the fan here? I missed bishop h4 earlier, which would have slowed him down quite a bit. Quite a bit. Draw? No, just kidding. Just kidding. I could be nice. I gave Repunj the win. Black's better here, but is it enough? I have queen e2, doesn't do anything. I'm winning a pawn with knight takes c3. Ambulance. You can't move your knight. Oh my god. Why does the ambulance have to do that while I'm like concentrating? Alright, I'll give you a draw. Black's better here, but you know, you have a 2-minute edge on the clock. I'll let you have a draw. I mean, I'm probably better by less than a pawn. It's a very good position for black. I'd love to have an hour, you know, to play this perfectly. Of course, you can play for the 0 with knight g5 if you want to. Feel free to go for it. I've only have time. We're looking at maybe one more game, maybe two. Analysis engine plus 0.8. Yeah, it's 0, 0 is because it's triple. It's plus 2.6, so you're lost. Wow. It's much worse than I thought. I thought I was only like plus 1. It's plus 4. Jesus. Well, I mean, that's plus 4 if you're Stockfish and you're playing 20 moves deep, but I'm seeing like winning a pawn and white's a little overextended. I don't have the benefit of like 20 move depth. Obviously, I don't have the benefit of 20 move depth here, so I let him have a draw by rep. Okay. Ahab. Is anyone a subscriber? Anonymous player is a subscriber, so you gotta go next. Guys, we got opening requests for subscribers. Anonymous player, any particular opening you want me to play? Ani Namaus. I don't know, guys. We're gonna have time for one more game. Depends. It depends if this game is long or not. This might be our last game. It might not. But thanks, Husky. The Speedster. I can't believe I was plus 4 at the end there. I wouldn't have guessed that the advantage was that big. I'm a nice guy. I would have probably blundered. Plunder. I've experimented with some weird shit here, doing like a double fianchetto. I don't think that anybody really plays this, but it would be really bad if I could get in d5. I've had good success with this though. It's like a rope-a-dope type of setup with a double fianchetto, and generally I'll go like knight a3 and come in through here. Shouldn't really be a problem for black, but I think that people, they sort of don't know what to do. I imagine a strong player. I mean, if you look at this position in the database, like, pretty much nobody plays g3. Normally, I guess, bishop e5 or f4. I saw that yesterday. Yeah, g6 is a really nice choice. I think that's probably best, to be honest. That's literally, I'm pretty certain black's best move here. I can play knight c3, bishop g7, knight d5. I feel like I did this once. Is it worth it, though? Like, knight e2, bishop g7. Okay, my normal plan is to do knight a3, knight c4. If I do that here, like knight a3, bishop g7, knight c4, it seems fine. But nothing special. I'm basically like just equal. It's kind of like it's a nouveau hippo. Hippo nouveau. Like in the hippo, your pawns are here and here. Sorry, here and here, and you put the knights here and here. But in this hippo, you're going out here. Hippo knights on the 4th rank. Nouveau, Art Nouveau hippo. Gotta watch for discoveries, but my bishop's protected. This also protects my bishop. Yeah, it's a little weird. Objectively, black should be fine. But I have like 100% with this, playing random people. Though I like anonymous player setup, it makes sense. g6 and bishop g7 is always solid. So here, now we have a question. Damn, did he lose a piece in one move? That's so sick. Jesus. The Nouveau Hippo. Nouveau Hippo just bit. It's the Nouveau Hippo. Hippo Nouveau. It just bit the opponent. It's like, man, in the jaws of the hippo, one move and you lose a whole piece. It's the hungry hippo attack. It was a b3 Sicilian. It's like my modified version of the b3 Sicilian. Hungry, hungry hippo. Aye, Captain. Pretty brutal, lose a whole piece there. I guess you should have played rook b8. I mean, it's just a kind of closed Sicilian. This is a normal idea. I mean, that's why I want to keep that diagonal open. Basically, the idea is the knights just don't get in the way of the bishops. I mean, that's what the hippo is about. You're putting the knights on d2 and e2. Not because those are good squares, but because they don't interfere with the bishops. Same thing here, but we're doing it in a different way. With knight a3, knight c4, or knight h3, knight f4, knight e2, knight f4. The hungry hippo, I get it. Nice. I see what you did there. Hungry hippo. That's cute, Mr. Huffy. He asked for e4 and I gave it to him. Captain Ahab. Guys, I have to strictly go dancing. That was a weird title for a TV show. Strictly Come Dancing? What's that mean? Some British. Can we get 15 minutes? I don't blunder. I do. But this guy is next. Person. Thing. Shape. Person. Anonymous player, are you resigning? Person, place. How does it go? Person, place. Whatever. Person, woman, man, camera, TV. Person, people, place, shape, or thing. I gotta watch the knight g4. I might have to play f4. That's alright. We'll do what we've got to do. I actually have knight d3. Chirpy birds. People, places. It's weird, I don't remember that expression. What is the word for a... What is the expression for a noun? How does it go? I can't remember shit. Person, place, I thought there was another. But that an idea is it's like an intangible thing. The intangibles. Tangible goods. Well, I think we're gonna have to bag it. I'm gonna go after this. Sorry for the short stream, guys, but next week we'll be back to normal. It was just 2 weeks with the weird time, the messed up time situation. You can't blame him for not resigning. I mean, Repunj didn't resign. There's always hope. At least this is a middle game where the queens are on the board. You know, it's not like he's playing on in an end game where he's down a piece. There's a chance I could get checkmated. My king is a little bit open. I'm not demanding people resign here. It's not like some end game where it's just like up the exchange for nothing and any like 5-year-old could win. Here you could go wrong. I always tell the story how I freaked out when I lost to Huang Tran. I was up a rook in a complicated middle game. Totally winning up a whole rook, and she wouldn't resign. But I was in time pressure, and it was still a little bit complicated, and I blundered and lost. And I was very incorrect. I freaked out. I started saying like, I can't believe you don't know how to resign, stuff like that. I was wrong. You know, I shouldn't have lost my temper. I started to like rage. You know, I mean, I would have resigned if I was her, but that's her call. But I remember it was funny. I lost. I totally started raging. That's all right. That's the worst like game I ever lost, like up a massive amount of material. Whole rook up. I was pretty pissed. Couldn't close the deal. It was a GM. Huang Trong. Alright, guys. WGM, men's GM. Double GM. She's a double GM. Anonymous player, thank you everybody for playing. We'll be back. We'll be back on Friday. Today's Friday. The other Friday. Sunday. Yes. Sunday. Thanks guys for playing. We'll see you Sunday. Peace. Don't forget to rage quit when people don't resign. You learned it here first. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.